Hi everyone, I'm Antoine Fourcade and the co-founder of SIRIUS Space Services. So at SIRIUS, we are developing a range of reusable launchers suited for small sat and mid-sized satellites. So basically, what are we doing? We are developing a range of launchers based on one launcher, which is called SIRIUS-1. And we are reusing the first stage as a booster to have three levels of performance: 175, 600, and 1 ton of performance. Our specificity is that we have a unique price for all of the launchers, and to achieve this, we'll have a fill rate over 85%. To have some information of launchers, they have a height of 25 meters for the smallest, and they have a weight of around 30 tons. We provide launchers that will be sustainable, and to achieve this, we are developing 100% reusable launchers on the long term, and on the first flight, we will have a first attempt of prioritization. We also use biofuel to propel SIRIUS. We use oxygen liquid and biomethane. So, what is our competitive positioning? On the market at the moment, you have three types of launchers. Two types, in fact. Some small launchers that can put payload into orbit around 150 kilos. We can talk about Rocket Labs. And on the other side, you have some big launchers that could put payload into orbit around 65 tons. They are doing some white shell mission, and so you don't decide when you will go into orbit. At SIRIUS, we are developing a range of launchers dedicated to small sat launchers. So, what is SIRIUS? SIRIUS is a two-stage launcher with 9 times the star engine on the first stage and 1 time the same engine on the second stage. We are developing this engine 100% in intern and 85% by additive manufacturing. At SIRIUS, we want to achieve some high cost. We have some high cost efficiency, and we want to go to orbit at a price between 10 to 50 K per kilo. To do that, we use a maximum cost component, so a component of other industries that we qualify for space, and also cutting-edge technologies as additive manufacturing. So where are we now at SIRIUS? We founded the company in 2020, and we did our first fundraising mid of 2021. We start release the activities of engineering in May 2021. A few months afterwards, we manufactured our first parts by additive manufacturing. Beginning of 2022, we qualified our first test bench. Afterwards, we manufactured our first prototype of engine, beginning of 2022, in just 1 year. At the summer of 2022, we did our first fire test on a subscale of 5 kilonewtons threshold, and we succeed. It was time for us to go further, and we begin the development of the star engines, our rocket engines that will go into orbit. Beginning of 2023, we ended the manufactured, we integrated the engine, and we did our first fire test a few months before, and it was the first, we were the first company, the first French company to successfully fire its rocket engine, its flight rocket engine. So what is our roadmap now? We did some few milestones, and we will be at the end of the year 100 employees at SIRIUS. At the moment, we are more than 60%, and we are moving to our inaugural flight. We plan to go to orbit for the first time end of 2025, beginning of 2026. 2026 will be the time for us to put it in orbit, also SIRIUS 13 for the first time, and 2027 will be the time for us also to put SIRIUS 15 into orbit. We plan to do 1 launch per month in 2030. So at the moment, SIRIUS is more than 60%. You can see our team. We never can have all the team in the same photo because they are always at all the places in Europe. And we also have a combined team with Safran Data System and Air Liquide Advanced Technologies. So if you want to join our journey, please follow us on LinkedIn. And if you want to see our rocket engine, it is in the next booth on the GFAS booth. Thank you for your time.